Gary, come in, come in. What have you got for me today?
It's called Grizzly Falls.
Grizzly Falls. I love it. I can see the theme park ride already. You're in one of those logs, there's a bear, you go down the mountain, splash, it takes your picture. It's beautiful.
The film starts with an old man, Harry Banks, telling his grandson and granddaughter about his life as a young boy in the early 20th century.
Terrific. I get chills every time I greenlight a movie with a frame story. Got chills when I greenlit Princess Bride, and damn it, I've got chills now.
The tale begins. Harry, as a boy, is in his preteens. His mother dies, and he is sent to a boarding school because his father cannot look after him. Eventually, his father, Tyrone Banks, comes and takes him on a bear hunting trip to Canada to kill a grizzly bear.
Kinda predictable, don't you think? They go on a bear hunting trip to kill a grizzly bear? I mean, I know it's supposed to be a kid's movie, but what if they went on a bear hunting trip to kill the Loch Ness Monster? Or a bear hunting trip to go back in time and kill Hitler?
When in Canada, British Columbia to be exact, Tyrone and Harry meet up with an experienced Native American tracker with Scottish roots called Joshua McTavish Standing Bear.
That is a terrible name.
The three then go to a saloon to find some good hunters to help them on the hunt. The men in the saloon laugh at the plan for it, but soon come along, bringing dogs and guns, including Grits, Janet, and Lanky.
What are they laughing at exactly? As we've established before, the bear hunting to kill a bear plan seems quite reasonable, if not too straightforward.
On the hunt, the boy sees two grizzly cubs which no one else sees, then escapes from the mother bear, Alley-Oop, rejoining his father.
Alley-Oop? Is that the bear's name? You listen here, Gary. You are a talented writer, but you do not waltz into my office or anyone else's office in this town and tell them which bear is going to star in your picture. That is for men with multiple pools in their homes to decide, you presumptuous son of a... That said, I'm very fond of Alley-Oop's work. She's definitely on the short list.
The next day, the hunters capture the two cubs and hold them in the camp near a waterfall called Grizzly Falls, hence the movie's name.
Well, I've always said, when you're going on a bear hunting trip to kill a grizzly bear, there's no better place than Grizzly Falls.
The bear mother is angry and comes to the camp. Although she cannot free her offspring, she instead kidnaps Harry to exact revenge on Tyrone.
So she goes with plan B, does she? She shows up, tries to free her offspring, thinks to herself, damn, I never really was any good with knots. In my capacity as a full-grown female grizzly bear, I never learned how to untie a sheep bend. Oh well, I'll just proceed forward with the revenge kidnapping of the human child.
She then runs away with him and looks after him, feeding him and once saving his life from wolves. He is at first intent on escaping from the bear, whom he names Mizzy, but eventually grows to love her.
He names her Mizzy and grows to love her? If this begins to head ever so slightly down the path that, while I know it is unlikely it is heading down, I fear it may be headed down, my friend, you will never work in this town again.
Meanwhile, Tyrone is intent on rescuing him, and Joshua comes along, but the men from the saloon and their dogs are hardly as keen.
Yes, and how does the dog indicate his keenness exactly? And do not say talking, Gary. I'm still stinging from the debacle that was Senator Woof Woof.
One breaks his leg at Grizzly Falls, and he and his friends leave, taking the bear cubs with them and setting up their own camp somewhere else. Tyrone and Joshua continue searching. In another area, Harry stumbles upon the saloon men's new camp whilst Millie is finding food.
Excuse me. He stumbles upon the camp whilst Mizzy is finding food? Whilst? Gary, here are 3 words that do not belong in a pitch meeting. 1, erotic claymation. 2, Ellen Cleghorn. And 3 is absolutely, without a doubt, whilst.
He looks inside the hut where the men are sleeping and wakes them up. One man tries to protect the boy, but another points his gun at him. Just as the man is going to shoot, Mizzy bursts through the window, knocking down one wall of the hut. This crushes one man. Harry runs and hides in the river nearby. One man chases after him but cannot find him and gets lost in the woods.
Terrific. So when the Kool-Aid Man's lawyers call us and say, hey, your bad Mizzy is ripping off our shtick, we can say, though it may appear that way, take note of the fact that even though both of our subjects crash through walls as a means of making an entrance, they differ in the respect that ours crushes a man to death in the process.
Then Tyrone and Joshua find the camp and attack the men who are in it, while the bear runs to its chained-up cubs outside, trying to free them. Tyrone and Joshua manage to shoot all the men, save for one who sneaks out and tries to shoot Mizzy, but fortunately, Harry returns, knocks over the evil man, Janet, and frees Mizzy's cubs.
Hang on, the evil man? This deadbeat dad recruits Joshua McTavish standing groundskeeper Willie Bear, who's willing to help him out to atone for whatever grim misdeeds he's conducted in the past, and together they lure several unsuspecting hunters and their unkeen dogs into the forest under the guise of killing a bear. And then when their freak son falls in love with the bear, they systematically murder the men they've recruited, and you deem the sole survivor the evil man? Oh, this is sick, Gary. This is some really sick stuff you brought in here today.
The evil man gets up, but has no time to do anything because Tyrone rushes out of the house, leaps on him, and throttles him. They then begin a ferocious wrestle, which Tyrone wins, plunging his opponent into the river.
By this time, the children in the audience are sobbing in terror. The mothers who brought them are fearing the reprisals from their husbands when they hear they took them to this notorious blood-spattered carnage fest. Theater owners are gunned down by police as they try to shoot their way through the furious crowds picketing outside their theatrical dens of sin.
Tyrone strike Janet death. Sreen take his corpse.
Those are not sentences, and that is not English!
Harry says goodbye to his bear mother Mizzy, and she goes away into the mountains, reunited with her cubs.
So she's his bear mother now? Did that happen when Sreem take his corpse? No, wait. It was probably when Tyrone strike Gennet death.
They say farewell also to Joshua and return to Britain, where Tyrone becomes a better father, having learned a lesson on the adventure.
Yes, the multiple homicides and ensuing cover-ups are valuable lessons for any father to learn. I'm sure the two children this was being related to were just delighted to hear about Grandpa's childhood orgy of murder in the Pacific Northwest, and that twisted freak was likely thrilled to pass on his sins to the younger generation. You know what? I've got a pitch for you, Gary. Whilst I pitch this coffee mug at your head, you can get the hell out of my office!